Evening, everyone. We have Atlanta Drive. We're joined by Nick Dunlap, Lucas Glover, and Billy Horschel. Start off with Billy. What was it like to get the win tonight and heading into playoffs?
Yeah, it's nice. Listen, we want to make sure we, I'm not going to say that. We'll get Nick a win tonight on his first go-around, and Lucas hasn't got one either, so we wanted to pop their cherries a little bit.
Said it anyway, didn't you?
Yeah, I did say it anyways. It was coming out. And listen, Tiger, whatever you do against Tiger, you want to beat him. He's the best in the world, best ever, and he's competitive as hell. And whenever we get a chance to sort of get one on him, you got to take it because he's got so much on us that we can't even compete with. So, yeah, it was nice to get a win and go into the playoffs with some momentum.
Nick, your TGL debut, what has the experience been like and with the team beside you?
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. Very grateful that they brought me along, and they had already locked up the playoffs, so it was pretty easy. I could just kind of go have some fun and throw some jabs and enjoy some really good company.
And Lucas, any comments heading into postseason playoffs?
Excited. If I get to play, I'll be excited. If I don't, I'll be excited and probably be here to support. Want to do well and want the team to do well first of all. It was a great experience. I had a ball. We all did. I think I can't speak for these guys, but I thought we had fun.
We have time for a few questions. Raise your hand. We'll get a microphone over to you. Starting off front right.
So, Nick, I'm going to head over to you. Of course, none of us know what's going to happen next season and what's coming up. But if there were to be an expansion, more teams, is this something that you'd want to throw your hat in the ring and be a part of? Or was this sort of a one-and-done sort of celebrity guest shot moment for you?
We've got first rights, too. Nick Dunlop, if any other team comes along.
Is that Billy's calling dibs?
Yeah, absolutely. I think this was a little bit of a trial run, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think it's different. It's new. It's extremely exciting. I love the energy in there. It's nothing like I thought it was going to be. And I really like the way that this is trending.
Moving over very far left.
Building off of that, Nick, a few weeks ago you played in the Pop Stroke Invitational, and now you're here at TGL. So what makes you love these kind of more arcade-like golf games more and more?
I just kind of like to be a kid.
I was a kid.
Yeah, I think
compared to us.
I got thrown into a world that can change you pretty quick, and I still like to do things like that I can go and enjoy. And like you said, I went to Pop Stroke for a few hours and with a good buddy of mine, and we whacked around and got beat by people that actually know how to do putt. So it was very, very humbling to say the least.
We have second row over on the right.
Billy, we saw you in the post-game interview with Marty that you had the Dirty Birds chain on. Did he try to rope you into some kind of Morgan Wallen duet there?
No, listen, there's things that I know I do well, and there's things I know I don't do well. I don't even try, and I cannot sing worth a lick. It was sad. My ears hurt pretty bad to hear Matthew Berry sing. It was sad to hear Marty sing. My ears still are trying to recover from that. So, I do not sing. I do not try to sing. I will never sing in public.
Ditto.
I was just curious for the two of you guys hearing what Nick was saying. Not to say that you guys aren't kids, but if there's something about TGL that's helped you tap into a fun, different side of golf.
Listen, Nick, he's 21 years old, and you look at where he, in the last 13 months, he was in college and then wins on the PGA Tour, and he wins again, and now he's here in TGL. His last 12, 13 months has been a whirlwind, and it's similar to what Luke Clayton's going to be experiencing over the next 12, 13 months. But this is fun and exciting. Listen, as I've said before, competing on the PGA Tour is what I've always dreamed of, and I love it, but it is stressful, it is cutthroat, and there's times that the enjoyment factor, you don't get the enjoyment factor out of the game of golf the way you always want. And a lot of it has to do with the pressure we put on ourselves, and it's sort of our own faults for it. So when you get to come in here, you get to understand that this is an entertainment value, but there's also a competitive aspect to it behind it. But you can enjoy it. This isn't. I'm not I'm not where I am financially. This doesn't matter, my financial situation. This is me coming in to enjoy something that's new and exciting, to try and show the world golf in a different way, in a different light. As I've said for many years now, I think golf can open up so many doors. It can help so many people, and I want everyone to experience why I think it's the greatest sport in the world. So anything that I can be a part of that can hopefully lend that opportunity, I'm willing to, be first in line to give it a shot.
Lucas, if you were explaining to yourself 3 or 4 years ago what you had done tonight and where you were right now, what do you think you would make of it?
It's a good question. I just said to myself, you're crazy, because I didn't think this was even in the cards, honestly. But the demographic we're after, that we've obviously captured, that young gamer, virtual golfer, top golfer, and with the time it takes to play a full round of golf now, we're losing people. This is capturing people, and that's who we're after, and it sounds like we're getting it done. So, but honestly, 3-4 years ago, if you'd told me this was a reality, I'd have said you're crazy. Even 16, 18 months ago, probably. But then started seeing the pictures, and came in here the first time, 1st of December, and my chin was on the ground. So it's very impressive, and it's doing what it was set out to do.
All right, I think that's our final one. And back right.
Guys, you talk about how much you've enjoyed it. I think all 5 of you guys have had so much fun and seem to relish this. How are you going to decide who gets the nod in the starting lineup in the playoffs and who has to sit the bench? What goes into that?
It's above all our pay grade. We don't. It's down to the governors, Jill Thomas, and the Atlanta Drive team, and they figure it out. And it's like they make the decision who gets a call, and that's how it's going to go. It's the way it's gone all year, and I think we're all fine with it. We're part of a team, and it's just like any other sport. Sometimes you get chosen, sometimes you don't. But we're here to support the entire team and do whatever we can to help the team win. And that's what's great about our team. Our mentality is nobody's ego. We can all put our egos to the side, and for the betterment of the team.
Perfect. That's all the questions we have. Again, congrats on the win. Thanks for the time.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Appreciate it. Thank y'all.